Welcome, and this is the first Spark Award, so you have the honor of receiving the first Spark Award. My name is Everett Waddell, and I am the District Director for the Small Business Administration out of Columbus, Ohio, and we're honored to have the Congressman with us today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here. It's really important to note that small businesses are the fabric of our communities, the economic fabric of our communities. In Ohio alone, there are 945,000 small businesses, and they actually provide 46% of all of Ohio's employees. I think people lose track on that. It is really about those small businesses. Having grown up in a small business myself, my mother owned a bakery. It's still in existence today. I know what the ramifications are and the hard times and how tough it is on the family. And you've done this. Your father started the company, and now you're succeeding as well. So thank you so much. Todd, you now employ 55 employees. I'm trying to read the facts and make sure I get it right. And he works to ensure that manufacturing for his business is accomplished domestically, and he exports his product around the world, including Canada, Australia, and Japan. Is that correct? That's fantastic. Todd, we wanted to recognize your hard work. We also want to recognize those resource partners that are in the room today. The small business development centers, the chamber, the city, the economic development team, both in the county and the city level. Thank you for all that you do. We could not do this at SBA without you. And let me reemphasize that. We could not do this without you. And the whole premise of this award is not only to recognize a small business, but it's also to hold this roundtable afterwards where USDA, SBA, economic development, we're all in a room together, and we can find ways to better collaborate for our small businesses because, again, they are the economic fabric of our communities. It is now my pleasure to welcome Congressman Warren Davidson. Congressman Davidson was born and raised in Ohio and went on to serve his country in the United States Army, as we were talking, before becoming congressman, he spent 15 years growing and running manufacturing companies in Ohio. And then you also served as the president of the Dayton Regional Manufacturers Association. This experience, combined with your commitment, marks you, Congressman, as an advocate and a champion for small businesses. And please welcome Congressman Warren Davidson.
Thanks for everybody coming out to celebrate with Kelly and Todd and really the whole company. I mean, when you look at the effort, I was recently on a tour and talked to people who've been part of the business for over 30 years. It's a great employer right here, and a product line that's growing and has a future with production right here in Ohio. And so, when I was my first career in the Army, I had no idea that I would ever even enjoy business, period. So I got out, got involved in manufacturing. And like Todd, my dad had started a business. And after a while, unlike Todd, I decided I was going to go do my own thing, and I started a business. And the SBA was there. I had no track record. I had about $30,000 saved, took 20 of it in an SBA loan for a line of credit, and started a business with National City, actually, which is now part of PNC. And the whole group that comes together to build that, of people that give you credit, people that help you have access to capital to be able to start and grow companies, makes it possible. But then when you look at the way that this community supports business for one, and manufacturing more broadly, we have a great talented workforce. And we have an infrastructure, not just with the SBA, but as you talk to USDA, strong banks like PNC. It is really a great place to grow companies. And I know you guys have found that. I love that you shared it with me, and I got to see it last year at Manufacturing Day. And in spite of challenges in this space, for sure, it's great to see you guys doing well and have a day to celebrate. So thanks for having me.
Todd, on behalf of the Small Business Administration, thank you for all that you do in sparking economic development and growth in your community. And I hope there's continued growth and success in the future. And you can be assured that SBA and your other federal partners will be there at your side just as you've been in the past. But thank you for all that you do. Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Credit
as has been discussed a lot here, small business really drives much of the economy in our country. And some of those statistics you gave were pretty staggering. But it takes something. I mean, there's the forces out there are powerful with products coming in from overseas, with the large equity groups that have bought up so many businesses across the country. The forces are tough against small business. And it's things like a great community like Piqua, a great county like Miami County, a great state like the state of Ohio, and certainly the Small Business Administration, USDA, all of the organizations that are there to help make sure that we keep these small businesses vibrant and growing and rich, because the lives that can be impacted by small business are huge. So credit to all that. On behalf of Isaiah Industries, I know Kelly and I both want to give great credit to our team. I was looking at the other day, and about 25% of our workforce has been with the company more than 20 years, which is really, really significant in terms of our ability to serve our customers. But it's also very telling of the community that we live in. We've got people that want to live and work, in their same community and have fun there. And we have benefited greatly from that. But tremendous team that we have that is very committed to our customers, committed to. As I always say, in essence, and if any of you come over for the plant tour later, you'll see a lot of what we do is we crunch up pieces of metal and we put them in boxes, but that's not what we do. It's really about the relationships that God brings into our lives through business, that we're able to go out and connect with and bless others by being a positive impact on them and honoring and glorifying God at the same time. Thank you all very, very much.
Thank you.